Hello and welcome to Anatomy of Us. My name is Melanie Studley and I'm your host.
What's up, guys? I'm the co-host, apparently, and my name is Seth Studley. I'm a licensed marriage and family therapist. Welcome to the show. We have an awesome show today. We're doing a new series for the month of December. Let's roll, baby. This show is brought to you by BetterHelp.com. Go to BetterHelp.com/us to get hooked up with your own personal licensed therapist. You're managing a lot of stuff. COVID, 2021, transitions back into normal life.
Running a business with your partner.
Running a business with this lady. You need some help. You need some big time help. Go to BetterHelp.com/us to actually get hooked up with your own therapist. It's great. I've seen the platform. I know it. I participated in it myself. It's helpful, and you guys will get help from that. Go to BetterHelp.com/us. Hopefully, you got a lot of good education and learning about your own family of origin in Foovember, right?
Yes.
And we wrapped that up. And now, welcome to December. Hello, December. Hello, eggnog lattes. We're going to talk about coaching. And maybe you learned a lot about family of origin. Like, okay, you named it, you nailed it, you told us what we're doing in our family of origin. Now I need some help, and we're going to tell you how to get that help and process through it. And we're going to talk about the actual coaching process, and we're going to interview our former coaching clients. So you're going to get a firsthand look at like what coaching actually looks like and hear how it helped them.
Mm-hmm.
But we're going to go over some stats this time. But I want to give it to you. What do you want to say?
I don't know. You're wearing my bracelet. I have thoughts about that. He stole my bracelet and now he's wearing it.
Just a leather bracelet.
I don't
That's
know
all.
why you had to do that to me. I don't know. You threw this over to me and wanted me to say something, but I don't know what you want me to say.
All right. Well, I'll start it off, and I'll give you some stats, you guys, because I'm a stats kind of guy. So, why coaching works. Coaching, not therapy, but coaching. And of course, me and Melanie do high-performance marriage coaching and also individual coaching. And we're not coming from like, oh, we just read this off the internet. This is cool. No, we've spent over $25K on our own coaching, on our own growth, on different masterminds. So we know this. We have been on the other side of the coaching process.
We have been the clients.
We have been the clients many, many times, and it works. So this is from the International Coaching Federation, the ICF. 80% of coaching clients reported after participating in coaching, 80% reported improved self-confidence. And I've been in therapy I've done therapy a long time, and I've actually never seen numbers like that.
That high.
Like the efficacy of therapy. Sure, there's some, outliers and stuff like that, but on the whole, 80% of coaching clients reported improved self-confidence. 73% talked about improved relationships with their spouse, with themselves, with their coworkers,
children.
with their children, with their family. 73%, okay? So these are real numbers. 72% reported improved communication skills. And I say that when we work with high-performance marriage coaching clients, a lot of it is based on how to communicate.
Almost all of it.
Like, we break it down and we stop clients mid-sentence and go, time out. We're taking a tea. Hold on.
Right.
Do you realize how you just said that and how that affects your husband, how that affects your wife? So 72% of former coaching clients reported improved communication skills. Lastly, 67% of you guys, future coaching clients, will report improved work-life balance. And that is another thing that we talk about with coaching clients all the time. Oh my gosh, I'm just so busy. Work is crazy, and I barely see my spouse. We're just passing ships through the night. But after the coaching process, 67% reported an improved work-life balance. So we're actually focusing on what matters most. We're taking the time to really look at this stuff. So those are just some numbers. And when I looked at these numbers, I was like, those are freaking high numbers.
Right. And one of the things that I want to sort of communicate in this episode, if you think, because this is what I would think if I was listening to this, I'd be like, why are these two idiots trying to sell me on coaching? Like, I'm not interested in coaching. And so this is what I would say to you. Us two idiots trying to sell you on coaching because it freaking works. It transforms lives.
Because we were idiots.
We were idiots, and we knew what it takes, hath tack to
Still
get.
an idiot.
And we never
I'm just
changed.
kidding. I'm just
that
kidding.
was funny.
I take that back.
But that is why we're sharing this. We're really passionate about coaching because we have seen how it changes and transforms individual lives, relationships, marriages, parent-child dynamics. And that's even like adult children and their parents, and then adults with their own children. So it's just an amazing thing that I can't get enough of. All I want to do is coach all day long.
Yeah. So let me tell you about a little more of what coaching is. Again, it's not therapy, but
this is a lot like therapy, but you can't sue us.
It's similar. Well, it's similar, but lucky for you, I am a therapist and I have a lot of years of therapeutic experience. And I like to call this process therapeutic coaching, right? A therapeutic view of coaching, because a lot of coaches out there don't have a master's degree, don't have the experience and stuff that we do, and it's like putting an extra little jazz on our coaching, right? And plus, because we've been through it and we've been married for so long, so we feel like we really know some stuff. So coaching establishes and takes action towards achieving goals, right? In the therapeutic world, it's mostly just processing old stuff, right? But coaching is very forward-facing, right? It's like that saying, why is your windshield like 1,000 times bigger than your rearview mirror? Because you're not going backwards, so stop looking that way, kind of thing, right? So coaching establishes very concrete goals and takes action towards achieving those goals.
And one of the things that we hear often from potential coaching clients, so people who call us and say, yeah, we've done therapy for 3, 4, 7 years, and it feels like we're just talking about the same thing, but nothing in our marriage changes. And that's how we felt that in the past, where it's like, yeah, we can talk about and think about and read about these things, but we actually needed help to take everything to the next level, because process all you want. Process is not the same thing as set goals. Have your ass kicked when you need it kicked.
Right.
Have it handed to you when you need it handed to you, right? Like, kick it into gear. And it's a totally different vibe, a totally different energy. And but if that's something that you're feeling like, yeah, we do therapy, we do all these things, and it just still feels stuck. That is like one of the energies around coaching. Maybe it's time to step into that zone.
There's this one thing that I have been accused of, and not even accused, well, very rightly so accused of, suffering from analysis paralysis, right?
Say it again for the people in the back.
Analysis paralysis. I just think over and over, what if I did this? What if I did that? And then I end up just sitting there and not doing nothing, right?
Not doing nothing?
Not doing anything, right? I'm tired of doing
Your
nothing.
Southern roots are showing.
I want to do something, right? And being on both sides of the therapeutic chair, right, in private practice, and then also doing therapy myself, a lot of therapy is just talking about the past, healing. And of course, that has its place. I'm not knocking therapy. I am a therapist, for crying out loud. However, when folks, clients, myself included, do coaching and we suffer from analysis paralysis, a good coach will go,
"You're doing it again.
You're doing that again. What are you doing? Oh, let's talk about your childhood. Let's go here." No, we don't do that. We honor that.
Right. Is that thought going to help you move forward? Is it going to hold you back?
Right. What would you be without that thought, kind of thing? And that is not generally what a therapist would say. Again, I've been on that side, right? So those are coaching clients, and myself included, who suffer from analysis paralysis, go, "Hey, you're doing that thing again. The way you just talked to her, you just did it again in last session. You said you didn't want to do that. So what the F?"
Right. We're going to hold you accountable to what you say about yourself.
Cut that shit out. Why are you doing that? Whoa.
Sorry.
What are you doing?
I'm moving the heater. It's so hot. But
Okay.
cold. Sorry. Love you guys.
Okay, so that's one aspect of coaching. Okay, number 2, coaching clients, or in the coaching process, coaching clients become more self-reliant and confident. We build self-reliance. We actually believe that we can do something, and we build confidence. Ed Milet, and I say this all the time to myself and our coaching clients, Ed Milet says that we build self-esteem, we build self-confidence by keeping the promises that we make to ourselves, right? So if you're a coaching client, you will become more self-reliant and more confident in your abilities, in anything, in work, in entrepreneurship, in parenting, in being a husband, and being a wife, anything. And that is so beautiful. Right. It's so powerful.
One of the things, this made me think of it, I don't know why, but it's like coaching really is so much different from therapy or counseling, because we use this example in previous episodes and stuff, but going to therapy is like, think of it like physical therapy. Like, you broke your ankle, you're going to rehabilitate yourself so you can use your ankle again, right?
Yes.
That's like therapy.
Use the ankle.
Coaching is, I want to be an Olympic gold medalist in track and field. They are very different objectives, very different outcomes, and very different daily practices, right?
Yeah, it's a different mindset. You're like, oh, I'm healing my ankle. I'm healing it. Right. Okay, I'm doing some physical therapy. I'm taking it slow. I'm taking it easy, right? No, coaching is, what are your goals?
Get out there and use it.
Get out there and use it. Get out there and do it. Put yourself out of your comfort zone to actually test yourself and do what you say you're going to do. Hey, coach, I want to do some hard stuff. Okay, let's start a diet plan. Let's start a discipline plan, a routine. Let's start doing daily things with your wife, daily things with your husband. Oh, these are hard. I know they're hard.
Right.
That's why we're here.
I don't care.
Right.
You said you wanted to do hard things. Let's get these things done.
Numero 3. Okay.
Well, I wanted to say something, but you interrupted me and you zazzed off, so
Go
I'll
ahead.
say it again. So one of the things I like about coaching versus therapy or whatever is that we get to push our clients and we get to come up with amazing sayings. And one of my favorite amazing sayings that I made up for one of my favorite clients was, "This bullshit is to be expected."
Tell us more about that.
It's in any particular journey, whether that's a growth journey or a healing journey, or, you're trying to lose weight, or you're trying to start a business, or you're trying to, whatever the thing is that you're trying to do, there are always going to be ups and downs within that journey. It is a known fact. Nothing is smooth. You've seen that thing. It's like the success journey, what people think it is. And what it really is like up, down, 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 up, down, down, up, right? And so I was talking to one of my clients and she was like, I'm just so frustrated. It's this and this and that. I'm like, dude, that bullshit is to be expected. Like, don't get knocked off by it, because it is literally, you are expecting it. It's going to happen to everybody going through the same process. And so I love to be able to step in with that, such a powerful thought. This is not surprising.
You're not expecting it, because sometimes we can attract things that we don't want. But when things like that come up, you're like,
you shouldn't be surprised by it.
I am not surprised. This is not going to let me get down. Of course, there are setbacks. Of course, it's going to be hard. Of course, I'm going to be burned out for a minute, but I'm going to persevere and keep on going. And a coach goes, hell yeah, you are. And I'm right here with you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Okay. Number 3, coaching clients can guarantee to experience a more meaningful life by making more intentional choices.
Excellent.
Isn't that good?
Excellent. Yes. But
not
if they don't show up for coaching fully.
Not if they don't show up for coaching fully. Of course, not if they don't make the call
Had
or
a few of those
initiate
in
that
our
thing.
day.
Yeah, that's right. So let's put this together. The more intentional we are about anything, saving money, diet, fitness, sex, sleep, health,
learning to skateboard,
anything, if we're intentional about that and it's a goal, otherwise we wouldn't be intentional about something. When we work and persevere to reach that goal, guess what? That kind of tears back to number 2. It improves self-confidence. It improves your confidence in yourself, on how reliant you can be on yourself. Because like, oh, I'm a guy that did it. It's like the first time I finished 75 hard, I was like, yeah, I did it.
Paul sent you a shirt. No one sent me a shirt.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Sorry at all.
But
I did 75 hard.
You can have one of mine. Okay, how did you feel in 75 hard?
I felt great, but no one celebrated with me.
I celebrated with you. But that is something that you can't get you can't, no one can take that away from you. Just like a college degree or something that you earned and worked your ass off for. It can't be taken away.
I want to say it like this. It's people do say that, like, you can't take that away from me, and that doesn't jive with me 100%. Like, it doesn't make me go, yeah, you can't take that away from me. But what does make me jive at 100% is the idea. I think I've done 75 hard. I've run in the rain in 35-degree weather.
And nothing can happen that will change the fact of that reality, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, I know that. I'm not trying to argue that, but I'm saying from my perspective, it just makes me reinforce and have proof. I'm like, I am a badass.
Yes.
Like, I'm not like, oh, I think I could be one. I might be one. No, I'm a badass. We have spent so much money on coaching. We have worked our asses off to improve our life. And guess what? We improved our life. We've improved our income. We've improved our home. We've improved our relationship with our kids, our sex life, all of these things. And so it's awesome because it's less of like you can't take that away from me, blah. It's more like, yeah, I rock.
No, it's not like
I'm not saying it that way.
Like a Virginia Slim cigarette commercial going, you go, girl, or something like that.
Not all of us are 100 years old.
Maybe somebody will get that reference.
Not all of us remember cigarette commercials.
Well, yeah, I guess I dated myself.
That's a generation.
But it's saying like, oh, I accomplished that. I had what it takes. I know Virginia Slims. 120s. I had what it took to do that thing.
I have what it takes.
I have what it takes, right? And sometimes without a coach, we don't know that. We don't have that belief in ourselves. But with an outside perspective from a coach that says, hell yeah, you can do this. I'm going to help you. Let's go. Let's do this.
And what I love about that is that you just said from the outside perspective of a coach, because I have always felt inside, I'm meant for something more than what I'm doing. I'm meant to feel better
You're a
than
Maple
I
Hills
feel.
Eagle.
I have greatness inside of me, and I will use my greatness to make good choices to be the best me that I can be. Any other Maple Hills Eagles out there? High five to Renton, Washington.
That was her elementary school.
I loved my elementary school motto. Obviously, I memorized it and still love it. But anyway, this idea that I remember this moment where when we worked with our coach, and I would we'd show up session after session, and Seth would have done nothing all week except for like think about the answers. And I would have actually done stuff. I would have actually like made content and created emails and written out funnels and all this stuff.
My coaching experience was different from yours. It was a more of a mindset, I think.
Right. And I'm not trying to shame you at all, but I remember thinking every single week, I was like, Seth isn't doing anything, and I feel embarrassed, and I'm trying to do shit, and whatever. And Cody called you out and called me out. He's like, Melanie does this level of stuff every single week. And Seth, you talk about how excited you are. And I was like, yeah, someone sees it. Like, it's not just me. And I didn't necessarily want him to like be mean to you, which he wasn't, but it was more of a like, I see the work that you're doing. I see how hard you work, Melanie. I see how hard you focus and how much you care and how you're dedicated. It was an
acknowledgement for what you were doing. And he also acknowledged me. And this is like, we literally were just on different planes in coaching. For me, totally it was a mindset like from a male to male perspective, and it was just totally different kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? What are you smiling
like
at?
Cavemen, like grunting and like that fire, eat like it, bro. That's what you're.
Kill the thing.
Kill it, and then get a tattoo of it.
Do you know what?
What?
I was in a meeting yesterday, and you know that phrase saying, "Oh, and well, how do you eat an elephant? You take it one bite at a time," and literally. The guy said, and this is just so stupid, he like gave the caveat of like, and I'm not condoning violence against animals or anything. I'm like, you have to be effing kidding me. I was just like, what? And I'm like, okay, peace.
You throw a fork at him.
Peace out. Yeah, but it's so ridiculous. But anyway,
really
I'm going to move on to number 4, right? So coaching clients can expect to take a greater responsibility and accountability for their actions and commitments. And any woman, any wife listening to that right now and say, I would like it. I would find it sexy, attractive, protective, loving, kind, helpful if my husband would take greater responsibility, have more accountability, and more accountability for his actions and more accountability for his commitments. Mic drop to all the wives. Boom. Right there.
Right.
Understand what I'm saying?
I understand what you're saying.
If the husband is willing to work. If the husband...
Is he? That's the question.
That's what I'm saying, right?
I'm
not just busting the husband's balls here. I'm going to bust the lady's bacon. Sometimes wives are very resistant to therapy and or coaching. So, husbands, would you want your wife to take greater responsibility for her actions around the house, within the home, in the family, in the workplace,
spending, parenting,
and have more accountability and more commitments? Probably sounds good.
Agreed.
Right?
Yes. I'm
Sounds
really
like
excited.
You're gonna say something.
I can't remember. But I was going to say, I'm excited about this coaching series because our friends are going to meet our friends. So y'all listeners are going to meet our actual clients that have become our actual friends. And I'm excited about that.
Yeah. Okay. And lastly, so coaching helps couples and individuals communicate more effectively and build better relationships. Again, not only, so here's the one thing. Coaching for me helped me to communicate to myself better. And this sounds weird, communicate more effectively to myself to help me parse out through all my thoughts, analysis, paralysis, feelings, emotions, and stuff, and to build a better relationship with myself. And hot dang it, if you don't have a good relationship with yourself, you're going to be really, really hard pressed to build a good relationship with your wife, with your husband, with your kids. Okay? So, I mean, maybe we didn't even know we were going to go there. Like, what? Coaching can do that? It can build a better relationship with yourself? Yes, it can, because we see things that you don't see from that outside perspective.
And our only goal is to help lift you up to get where you want to be. And that's what's so different about even talking to these things about with your friends or trying to work it through with a buddy. Sometimes people don't want you to sort of elevate out of their sphere of comfort. So, it's an upper limit problem. Like if you've listened to our episodes with Gay Hendricks and all of that. And so our only goal in coaching is like, come on, you can do it. Get up here, get on that platform. the thing you stand on when you win a gold
Stage.
medal. Stadium.
Podium.
Podium. Get on the podium.
Stadium.
I don't know. It's the odium ended with adium.
The odium.
But anyway,
Yes.
and so it's really, it's exciting. It's such a different energy to have someone be like pumped up for all that you're working on, pumped up when you don't yell at your wife. Like we are on the other side of that Zoom call, like, yes, you did it. It was perfect. Sorry, I just elbowed you in the mouth. Like it changes how you feel about all of your progress when you know we are on your side and that we are going to acknowledge it. We're going to see it. We're going to help you move into the direction that you want to go. So I don't know, whatever you said just made me think about how important that is. Because typically there aren't many other relationships where other people externally outside of your marriage are going to do that. And usually, especially not in your marriage.
No, I mean, you can shoot the shit with your friends and talk about stuff, but if your friend goes, bro, what the F are you doing? You're going to be like, I don't know, just having fun. I don't know, you know? Right. You're not going to like be like, oh, wait a minute, what really am I doing?
Right.
So you have to have that outside accountability to someone you're not related to someone you're not immediately friends with. We become friends with our coaching clients after the fact.
Which is the best.
Which is really cool. It's just like we have friends all over the place now, which is rad. Right? So that is just a teaser of what coaching is and what it can do for your life. And we're super excited to interview a bunch of past coaching clients and share their stories with you and how coaching impacted their life and the 10x changes that they've seen like in a course of 90 days and how they're living now, right? Even like a year and a half, 2 years after coaching, like, oh, what are you guys working on now? What would have happened if you didn't do coaching? You know, what doors would have remained closed or would have not opened for you if you hadn't done coaching, right? And coaching is an investment. It's an investment in money because we're not playing around, right? It's a serious thing. If you want to take the island, you got to burn the boats. You got to have some skin in the game. You got to like pony up, dude. Pony your shit up and like, okay, let's go. Are you in it? Are you not?
I understand that quote different. If you want to take the islands, you got to burn the boats. Like that quote was in The Secret. Remember? And he was on the island and all the troops were on there with him. The like samurai looking guy.
Right.
And I never understood it before. I'm like, that quote doesn't like make sense to me. But in the movie, they were like, he did it to tell his warriors that there is no other option.
There was no other option.
Like there's no, you either win or you die.
Have you ever done something really hard when there wasn't an outside option? In a nanosecond, you would have asked me to help you or something, but I was not here and you did it. You lift heavy shit. You do stuff. You like work for a long time.
Stuff like when you're not here.
That's what I'm saying.
Go, if that's not here, I have no choice. I either wait like a wuss or I do it myself.
Removing that option is actually removing a real upper limit problem, a self-limiting thing. It's like I cannot tell you how many heavy things that I should not have been able to lift. But I was like, I'm in the woods. I got to lift this. I can't do anything else. Or I'm moving this big-ass couch. Remember when you weren't there and I carried a huge, giant IKEA mattress up 3 flights of stairs
king size
by myself?
In the apartment.
Right. You think that was heavy?
Yeah.
You think if you were there, I would have said, hey, can you grab the back?
Right. Yeah.
Of course. But you're just like, oh,
right.
I have to get this done. There's no other option.
And that is such a good feeling. That's like you're keeping the promises you made to yourself. Like I know moving's really hard, things like that. But when I know I'm the only one and I'm like, I'm going to dominate this. I'm going to move so much shit. You're not going to believe it. And Seth's going to come home and he's going to be like, I can't believe it. And then you never are like that. But I still feel good about myself. And you don't buy me a 75 hard t-shirt when I finish.
I'm going to go get my t-shirt right now.
You're going
to wear it for the next coaching series.
I want it.
Anyway, you guys, we are about to interview one of our favorite couples in about 2 seconds. So,
but you'll hear that not this second. You won't hear that interview yet.
That's right. So if this has piqued your interest, if you want to freaking change your 2022 and not just sit there like a bump on a log.
Don't be a bump on a log.
No, do not do that. Then email us at hello@anatomyofmarriage. hello@anatomyofmarriage.com, and we'll get hooked up with a call and see if coaching is a good fit for you. And for the dudes, go to badasshusband.com.
Badasshusband.com.
And get information on the mastermind, okay? You don't want to do coaching? Join the freaking mastermind because you're the sum of the 5 people you hang out with the most. And for me, I want to be hanging out with dudes that are kicking ass. And I'm not saying, oh, kicking everybody's ass in the room. I'm saying, what are you doing? What are your marriage goals? What are your money goals? What are your individual goals? What are your body goals? What are your life goals?
I say you should kick everyone's ass in the room.
I want to be with other dudes who are aspiring to do more tomorrow than they did today. every single day. And that is who this group is made up of. So, guys, ladies, if you're listening, get your man in there. Our first session kicks off January 3rd, 2022. And then we're going to have an awesome meetup in Seattle of July. And if you join the group, all you got to do is get here. Did you hear me? Your Airbnb is paid for. Your drinks are paid for. Your food is paid for. Content, speakers, all of it's paid for. All you got to do is get here July 2022 when you join this kick-ass mastermind. So,
and ladies, I need to hear from you if you want a mastermind. If you don't, if no one says they want a mastermind for the ladies, I won't do one.
You would crush a mastermind.
But if someone tells me they want one, it's the Lady Boss Mastermind for us.
You would crush it. So, you guys, thank you so much. I hope this has been helpful. Get ready for this awesome series. We're super excited about it. So, talk to you soon, guys.
Bye.
All right.